UnDivorceable. I'm your host, Kitty.
And I'm PJ.
And today, as you can see, we are not in the kitchen. No. But we did want to come to you, one of which to make sure everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday.
Right.
And we know Christmas is coming up, but we know some of you are still kind of feeling the bloat from Thanksgiving, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
So we have some ingredients and things we're going to share with you guys today, and hopefully you implement them into your daily life.
Absolutely. So you've eaten so much for Thanksgiving, you're kind of full, you're kind of stuffed, you're still quite not feeling yourself, and you don't want to get some kind of new lifestyle nutrition started off. You don't want to kick off a new diet.
Right.
Because you know Christmas is coming and you're going to do the what? Same thing.
And then New Year's.
And then New Year's.
So,
but we do have some things that you can do that we would hope you incorporate into your eating lifestyle to kind of help you kind of maintain during this time of holiday festivities and eating.
okay.
And the easiest thing to do is be incorporating smoothies into your daily, or at least 3 days out of your 7-day week, to be able to help your digestion kind of ease down everything that you're doing to it, and to help it smoothly jumpstart in your new year of better health and fitness. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
All right. So whatever type of smoothie that you are making that you like and you're trying to incorporate in your life, remember there is a fruit and a vegetable for every ailment or every wellness attribute that you're trying to do for your life.
Right.
So there are some basic things that we would like for you to incorporate, pending you don't have any allergies or anything like that, right? So that we would like for you to incorporate in every smoothie that you make, because it is a bonus to your body.
And you would actually really feel the difference. You will feel the difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, PJ, what is the first ingredient that you would like to start with?
Sea moss.
All right, so sea moss. Everybody has heard the buzzword about sea moss. It's out there in the world now. Everybody's talking about doing it. Sea moss is something that you do need to prepare. So it takes a little bit of preparation, but it is an amazing source.
And it don't have a taste.
health.
It really don't. You can put it, it's tasteless to me. It don't have a smell or anything really to me. It's just, it's something you can put in, add it to your smoothie or food or whatever you're going to put it in.
Absolutely.
You don't have to just necessarily be a smoothie.
Right. It can also go into some of your sauces and cream sauces, spaghetti sauces and things, and soups that you actually make. I actually incorporate it in any liquid thing that we are doing in the house for us. Now, sea moss has 102 minerals in it that our body naturally needs. So sea moss comes in a package, and it would be in dried form. Now, sea moss you can order directly offline. I order ours through Ty's Conscious Kitchen. That's easily found on YouTube. We think that whole family is amazing and wonderful. And so it comes in a bag. Now, they give you the instructions on how to do this. You're going to use spring water. You're going to soak it, because it is naturally from the sea. It is actually the moss of the sea. So once you do that, then you prepare it. How I prepare ours is we blend it with spring water till it becomes like the consistency of infant baby food. Very puree, very fine. So as you can see, we use it. And then you just put it in a little mason jar. It lasts for at least 2 weeks in the refrigerator, but if you're using it, you won't have it that long.
Right.
So it really becomes like a gel. Like a gel. So you'll want to add, if you're making smoothies for yourself, 2 tablespoons into your mix is great. If you're doing it for multiple people, I would suggest 2 tablespoons per person who's going to be indulging in that smoothie.
All right.
Definitely got to have it. Definitely got to have it. And the next is...
Just go online.
Is chlorella seaweed. Now,
so, 2 things from the C, right?
2 things from the C, right out of the gate. Both approved by Dr. Sadie himself. So if you're not sure about him, look him up. He was an amazing human being, and we will all miss him, but we can all learn from the lessons that he taught. So Chlorella seaweed is going to add oxygen to your body. To your body. It has a very strong taste. It does not take a lot of this. Pretty much 1/4 teaspoon will do you for every human being that's going to divulge in the smoothie.
Right.
So if it's just yourself, just 1/4. 2 if it's more than 1. But it does have a very strong taste, so you don't want to get heavy-handed with the Chlorella seaweed.
No, not at all.
No, because you will be starting over and you'll be mad at us. Okay, so next is organic turmeric.
Yes.
And you want to talk about the turmeric a little bit, babe?
The turmeric.
Yes.
It helps with ailments, aches and pains,
yes.
joint pains. That's what it. That's why I like to use it. As you get older, as we getting older, day by day, in doing some of our jobs requires you to use certain joints. Joints start to wear out or being used often, and it causes pain. Afterwards, after work, doing work or whatever. It could be elbow joint, knee, whatever. It don't matter. Joint pain. This is the thing you need to help aid and assist you in some relief in that. So you need to keep adding that to pretty much everything that you could add it to. Take it every day. You can't take too much of it. Just utilize it, and hopefully it'll give you some relief in those areas, and you'll feel better without having to go to the doctor and get some type of medicine prescribed that's going to cost a lot of money. You just spend a little money here and add it to your diet, and then you'll see the difference. But you can't take it 2 or 3 times and think you're going to see a difference. You're going to have to be consistent. And that's the thing with all of this, what we're talking about. That's the thing with everything. You want to be consistent, be disciplined to do this stuff. So that's how you're going to be able to see results in anything. Consistency and discipline.
Wow, you said a mouthful there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then turmeric, you guys, you can get it anywhere. Even the turmeric that is in the spice section that is going to cost you roughly around $1, it is the same turmeric that is going to be over in the health section in the bigger jars. Right. So you can also be mindful of your cost as well while
Mm-hmm.
you're doing this. All right, so next up is cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper.
Man.
What do you think about that, love?
I like hot food. I like cayenne pepper anyway, so I like pepper, period. So pepper is good for your blood. Your blood pressure is good for opening you up.
Yes.
For real, so.
Sinuses, you have sinus issues and things like that. You're stuffy or whatever. A little cayenne pepper will help with that as well.
Man, that cayenne pepper for real. So anybody that knows it, they know that cayenne don't play. What else is it? There's a couple other things it does too. I think it helps with your blood vessels and it helps opening the nose up.
Yes, absolutely. So, and you don't want to be heavy-handed with the cayenne pepper too. Just like the Chlorella, very strong flavor, very strong feeling. So you just want to be lighthearted with it. But it is an ingredient that has plenty of health benefits that is worth you adding to your smoothies to be able to help. And again, like PJ was saying, consistency and discipline will help you see a lot of difference.
Results.
Yes.
See the results that you need in your life, And like I said, that's just not just with this, it's just with everything. If you got those 2 things, then you'll be successful. Consistency and discipline. So add those things to your life before you add these to your life. Because adding these to your life without those 2 does you no good.
So sweet.
So.
Wow. Got a little bit of PJ there.
So what we got?
So I'm gonna skip this one here, and then I'm gonna go to this one. I don't actually have the bag that this comes in, but this is moringa, and moringa is a plant, and they ground the plant. But moringa is just like the sea moss and the chlorella. You know, it's just a natural thing from the earth that has so many healing, nurturing properties for your body.
Right.
And especially in the way of iron. And, you know, women, as we get older, we get a lot of deficiency of iron, and, you know, it starts causing a little bit of issue with us, you know, with being, you know, lethargic and not being able to sustain energy as long as we could, to menstrual cycles and things of that nature, to even, you know, your skin as well. So iron is very important to us, but also for men. Men also have to, at a certain age, be mindful of the amount of iron that they have in their system, you know, to help keep the yang up.
We all want that yang up, don't we?
So again, like the chlorella and the cayenne pepper, moringa, it does have a very strong flavor, but it is worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. And then, got to have your asparagus.
Blend it.
Got to have your
asparagus. Smoothie it up. Blend it. Yes. Chop. Blend it up.
Yes. And for us, I do 4 stalks for each of us. So I cut them up so that they're easier to blend and it doesn't take the blender so long.
So what does asparagus do?
But asparagus is a natural diuretic. So it is going to help pull those toxins from your body and help flush them out through your urine with the water intake that you put in. So what these things are helping to do in your body and helping remove the toxins, backing it up with the asparagus will help you flush it out naturally.
If you're drinking water.
Right. You have to drink water. If you don't know, that was a shot at me.
A lot of water.
You do have to drink a lot of water. And and we'll talk about water in just a sec, because that's important. And that's important. Okay, so you have all your ingredients, you have your asparagus, and you're putting all these things together. Now, these are not the only things that you're putting in your blender. These are just the add-ons to whatever you are putting in.
Whatever fruit or vegetable combination you want.
Absolutely.
Out of your smoothie. So you can put apples, bananas, pineapple, whatever you want to put, blueberries, strawberries, whatever your taste buds is, add all these with it.
Absolutely.
But before you go, this here.
Yes.
This right here, syrup.
Yes.
Pancake syrup.
It's
called agave syrup.
It is a guave.
That is probably the most important.
If you're using all of these things,
that's the most important ingredient.
This is the most important ingredient because a guave will knock out all
of that and give it a taste.
Yes,
that is satisfying to your
that
taste
is
buds.
Pleasing to your taste buds.
Yes.
Now, agave is natural. It's from a plant.
Mm-hmm. So all this stuff is pretty much plant based.
Oh yes, everything here is everything here is plant based. Everything here is plant based. Your body is craving a more plant based environment internally. And I know a lot of people out there are carnivores, and you're like, you can't give up your meat and all those kinds of things.
Fine.
That's fine.
But add these to your life.
Absolutely. The older you get, the more plant-based you should get.
You should want to eat.
Yeah, you should want to do, and you should want to eat.
It's not to say you're not going to indulge in a brisket or some ribs or some, roasts and things like that we are accustomed to eating, pork chops. Yeah, you still, we're not taking the fun out of enjoying food.
Absolutely.
We just eat those things less and eat the healthy things more. I think you'll see a difference.
Absolutely. And then in your smoothie, you're making a smoothie off of things that you particularly like to eat, because even though you can put all these things inside of your smoothie, we want you to drink the smoothie. We want you to drink it all to get all of the health benefits from all of these ingredients.
No sense to do it.
But if you don't like strawberries, don't put strawberries in your mix.
Yeah.
Unless a strawberry has some type of health benefit that you need.
But I will say, even if you don't like some, you add this to it and mix all the other stuff, it can cancel it out where you won't taste it.
Absolutely.
Certain things can be canceled out. Depending on what the fruit is, I guess. Depending on how much of it you put in it.
That's true.
You may still be able to taste it. So you have to learn your own balance.
Absolutely.
Because you know your own taste buds.
Absolutely. And then too, we got an email the other day that was asking us about the consistency of smoothies. So if you like a thinner smoothie, then you want to have a more water-based smoothie. You know, when you put your ingredients in there, you want to add spring water into your smoothie. That's going to give you a thinner based smoothie. But to have a thicker based smoothie, that's when you're going to go into using your almond milk or your coconut milk, which is the only two that I suggest for
Right,
that.
so-
We use coconut milk here.
Right. So
in our
coconut
home.
milk. If you don't have it, almond milk. You know, like you say, we add water. You add ice if you want it cold.
Right.
You know, some people
Right.
don't like cold smoothies. You know what I'm saying? Some people want it just like room temperature or whatever.
Right.
Whatever the case may be.
Right. But for us here in our home, if we are just having a smoothie just as like a kicker through the day or just getting us from one meal to the next, then I'm going to go more water-based. I'm going to go thinner because I don't want it to feel thick to where we're full if we're still going to eat later. But if we're doing it as a meal replacement, then that's where I'm going to go to the coconut milk. I'm going to make it thicker. I'm going to add ice to make it cold. And I'm going to add more of those things that we like. And I'm going to pack it more with the spinach and the celery. I'm going to pack it more with vegetables, add some fruit, but it's going to be a thicker consistency because we're using it as a replacement meal. So the thicker it is, the more it's going to sit on you and feel more like a meal. You're going to feel more full. So if that's a rule of thumb of what we do, then that's kind of how we handle things here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, PJ touched on the water a little bit earlier. Y'all, I know that was a kick at me because if anything, water is my vice. I'm better, but I can get greater, if that makes a difference. So with all of these things, even with the smoothies, you do want to make sure that you are drinking an appropriate amount of water. So PJ, what would you say through your training has been an appropriate amount of water?
They say 8 glasses of water a day. That's not enough. I say.
Everybody.
Me personally, I'm saying me personally, and I try to advise if you could drink a gallon of water a day, 1 gallon, or if you could drink 100 ounces of water, that's pretty close to a gallon, but it's not a gallon. 100 ounces of water a day to a gallon.
Well, I'm going to go on the Katrina training program and say, if you are just trying to stay hydrated, then like PJ said, the 8 ounces that they give you, that's just going to keep you hydrated. That's just going to help you maintain. But if you are trying to get in a weight loss regimen, if you're trying to really do a flush on what you're doing to your system on a daily basis, then you need to drink at least half your body weight in ounces a day, or try to get as close to it as possible a day. So your hydration basically goes on what exactly you're trying to do.
That too, but also, you can look at your urine and tell if you hydrated or not.
Ooh, yeah.
Your urine is clear,
You're good.
you hydrated. If it's yellow, some people may almost orange, you terribly dehydrated.
Yes.
So, you always want to clear urine if that's what
As
you're
clear as
looking
possible.
for. That's the other way to tell, If you can smell your urine, then obviously you're dehydrated. So those are just symptoms and clues to know. Yeah, you gotta look at your stuff. Look at when you go to, you gotta look at yourself. So that's how you gonna know. But if you don't know, now you know. So
Absolutely. But we'd like to thank you guys again for just stopping in with us and having a little nutritional conversation with us. And we hope that this helps you. All of these things can be found in your grocery stores. The only thing you may have to look at ordering online, again, is the Irish sea moss. Again, we get ours from Ty's Conscious Kitchen. No paid advertisement. This is just what we do here in our home. So we hope you've had a great time with us. We hope you've learned a lot. Please drop us a comment below if you have a question about anything. You can reach us at UnDivorceable, the number 4 and the letter U at gmail.com. If you want to send us a show idea or you have a question for us about what happens here at UnDivorceable. And as always, we wish you love,
peace,
and togetherness. We'll see you later.
Ciao.